what happened. Hopefully the people can find me again, because we were having a lovely chat before guy in the white truck ruined it, and now I'm like just trying to reassemble. I don't know what happened. It was just weird because we were talking about like guy in the white truck beside me. He was in his truck, and when I parked here, and I had been here, and then he parked like right beside me before I started the first live, and then I think he went into the store. Oh my god, did he just rev his engine? What the fuck is happening? Where are the people? Help. No one's gonna help me on the interwebs. No one's gonna help me. What if truck guy tries to follow me home or something? I'm definitely not going home right away, guys. But I feel like I'm being watched. I'm alive, okay, but it's just like weird. Oh my god, he's like in his car doing something. Why did he... I just had the thought, like, why did he park right in the same spot, like right beside me again? Like, why did he park right beside me again, guys? Definitely not going home right after this. I'm gonna drive a whole big old detour. We're gonna have to be procrastinating a little more so we don't get unalived before we finish painting the room finally. Thank you. I think I'll be okay. It's just bugging me. Like, I don't... Like, he can leave. He can leave again. I'm paranoid he can, like, hear me through my... I'm paranoid he can hear me through both our cars. And the door's already locked, but I'm gonna just, like, keep locking it to, like, make sure it's locked, you know? I don't know why the last live ended. Like, so it has frozen before. Usually it freezes when my phone overheats, but it's not hot. Like, and I had the car on the whole time with the air conditioning. Why is he back? What is he doing? I'm hyper focusing on white truck guy beside me because it's just weird. Hey Christian, what's up? Thank you, Marjan. What is he doing? Why did he leave? This is just gonna haunt me tonight. Like, I'm not gonna be able to sleep just not knowing why. I just want to know why. He's probably, maybe he's selling drugs in the parking lot, but where would he drive to? Like, did he drive to meet someone at the other side of the parking lot? Like, what happened? Okay, it's all new people that don't know. It's all new people that didn't know what happened at the end of the last live. This is a continuation. I got these glasses, if I'm remembering right, I got them from Ardene's, or is it called Ardene? We would just call it Ardene's, and then years later I heard it's called Arden, and it just ruined it for me. It just ruined it because it was Ardene's. But one of those things, that's where I got the glasses from. They were probably max $10. I don't even think I paid that much, and it was probably like a buy one get one 50% off kind of deal. So yeah. Oh my god. Truck guy's outside his truck. Truck guy's outside his truck, and it's creeping me out. I'm gonna drive somewhere else in the parking lot, guys, and then I'm gonna look weird and like I'm gonna look like I'm running away though. Oh my god. Okay, the live might end. What the fuck is he doing? He's just standing outside his car. Well, there's no risk now. I left. There was never a threat. There was never a risk. I was just feeling claustrophobic. And now I got away. Oh my god, I can still see him. Okay. Do you see the two trucks? Okay. Truck guy is, where can I see him? There's a white truck beside white truck guy. There's actually so many damn white trucks in this freaking city. I started noticing them one day because I was doing a video and then I was editing a video, and in the background there was just like a million white trucks that drove by in my shot, and this city is very racist for having so many white trucks. What the fuck is he doing? I just want to know, like, what are you doing? Like, why am I sitting here judging him? I just want to know. It's like a mystery to me. But I don't know if you can even see the actual white truck guy because it's so blurry. There's two trucks there. It's like hard to tell, but there's the one behind has like shit on the top of it. And he's just, I don't know what he's doing. He's probably maybe just like on a road trip and he's reorganizing his truck. Oh, okay, he's walking. I'm distracted. You ever been to Greg's? I don't know, Greg's. What is going on with the snoring? I don't know. It's good to be careful, but panicking is another thing. I'm being over dramatic. I don't have any, like, I need stimulation. I actually have ADHD, and these things thrill me, and sometimes I get a little bit of like an irrational fear. I am someone who, if I go for a walk at night, like, I guess it's a reasonable threat at times for female to, I don't know, if I pass by a male and I'm by myself at night, like, I will get a panic and I will just start to feel uncomfortable, like, beside white truck guy, but I can watch him from afar and it's okay. So I just realized I could switch the view. Oh my god, what if he sees me filming him? Okay, so he's the second white truck behind. It's like, so I'm stalking him, and this is like, yeah, he should like report me for stalking, because what the fuck am I doing? This is just like, I'm not entertained anymore. Everything is boring because I've overstimulated myself to the max and I need to just meditate, but like, shows aren't even interesting anymore. I guess I haven't been watching this Serial Unaliver documentaries. I probably watched them all. So just trying to figure out what this guy's deal is kind of the highlight to my day, and it's giving me interest. Like, I just want to know what his life's like. What's he doing? And I realized lately that watching the other people and observing and thinking about them, and like, I don't need to judge them. I'll just like wonder about them. Like, I was in the grocery store the other day and I was wondering about the other people and not being so narcissistically self-consumed with myself and my own self-consciousness, and like, it brought me peace to wonder about the other people. So that's just what I'm doing right now. This is my therapy. This is one of my new therapy things, is to, I guess, stalk other people. I don't recommend it. Don't be like me. Don't be a fucking stalker. But I'm allowed. It's a public parking lot. I'm allowed to be here, okay? I'm allowed to be here. Christian, I don't know why. What's the snoring thing? Is it a trick? Is it like, are you, I don't know what's going on. Where are you that it's still sunny out? I am in British Columbia, Canada, and it is 7:01 p.m. and the sun doesn't set till like about, it starts setting now, I think at 8 in about an hour. So guys, I might be here all night. I might be doing a stakeout because white truck guy is still here, and I feel like I can't leave until I find out when he leaves, so I can just get more info on what he's doing. Like, I just want to know. this is how it starts. This is how I think stalkers become actual stalkers. Is like they get a little bit curious about they get a little bit curious. I'm trying to keep up with comments too at the same time, but what does airdrop mean? Oh, I cannot airdrop him something. Holy shit, that would be crazy. What if I just like could you imagine if somehow I figured out how to like send him the link to my live, and how I could not live the rest of my life after that? Like, just the cringe of it all. Like, that would be literally saying like, please stalk me. Like, I don't know. Like, what is going on right now? Okay, he's back in the truck. I can see. God, what if he sees me staring at him? What if he sees me staring at him? I feel like he stalked me first, okay? He stalked me first. I'll recap if you guys weren't here for the first live, or the intro to the beginning of this live, but I went to Tim Hortons. It's a fast food place, okay? This is the remnants of my ice cap that I drank. I went to Tim Hortons drive-thru, and there's a big parking lot. It's a Tim Hortons. It's a huge parking lot here that has a few stores to it. And so it's a big parking lot, and there were so many extra stalls open, and I parked away from the friggin' humans because I don't want to deal with them. And so I parked so many stalls away from this one car and made sure there was like these extra stalls on the other side of me. There's all these extra stalls and spots in different parts of the parking lot to park in, and this freaking white truck guy parks exactly right beside me, to the right hand side, the stall right friggin' beside me. And I felt claustrophobic and uncomfortable. And then he was in his truck though. And then I remember I think I started the live by then. And then I look up I realized he's like not in the truck. Pretty sure. What if he was just creeping on me, hiding, like pretending to not be in the truck? I don't know. It's gonna get all sorts of paranoia now, but I'm safe, so it's fine. But it seemed like, okay, during the live, I realized, oh, okay, he's not even in his truck, because I was being all self-conscious and feeling claustrophobic. I think the last live was called, like, feeling claustrophobic in the parking lot, because white truck guy parked beside me when he didn't need to. But I thought, oh, he's just in the store, he's grabbing through things, he's gonna be gone anyways. And then he did go back to his truck, and he left. I, like, have self-doubt now, because it's like, what if he never left? Like, obviously, I could just check the live, because it's just weird, because I remember he left. I'm like, oh, what a relief. He left. And then out of nowhere, this freaking stalker, because the world revolves around me. But still, why though? Like, he came back. Like, what is it about that spot? Is it like his lucky spot? I don't get it too. So he left. What a relief for me. And then he comes back after some time and backs into, I don't know if he was backed in the first time, but he's now tail to the back of the parking stall. Like, is that have something to do with something? I don't know. He parked right back in the exact same stall immediately beside me, and then that time he just stayed in his truck the whole time, except for like getting out and, I don't know, doing some shit he just kept opening doors, and then he was inside the truck and then outside the truck. Like, I don't know if people needed that whole recap. It's crazy. Like, I'm wild. Like, I get it. Like, roast me. I'm weird. I'm a stalker now. Like, he might be doing something, or maybe he also don't like people, or he wants to number. Okay, I gotta go back. Sorry, yeah. I got distracted by myself. Especially if you're a male, she's stalking. Wait, who? Yeah. I feel like I don't know what gender I am anymore, guys. Besides poo-poos, but it changes, like, okay, oh no, that might have been offensive to people who are actually gender fluid, but I'm sorry, but gender fluid, like, okay, you be you, but sorry, you can't actually change genders in a day. Oh no, we're gonna lose, like, subscribers. Just kidding. Okay, we don't give a shit. It's all in good fun. Okay, where did we go from here? You guys are You guys just crack me up. Like, we're just having a grand old time. Like, this is my social interaction these days. I don't like having to deal with like the humans in the real life, except for observing them. I like to watch and stalk them now. Oh God, he's outside his truck. What's he doing? I drink sugary drinks sometimes. I sometimes get sugar hangover, although I'm not diabetic. Human in the chat. I'm the same way. Like, it takes me out. The sugar, I'm not as young as I used to be. Oh, he's leaving! He's leaving. Truck guy's leaving. Do you see him? He's finally leaving. Should I follow him? Could you imagine? Should I follow him? Like, where are you going, buddy? Oh my God, he's gonna drive right. Oh my God, is he turning in that lane? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Okay, I'm just gonna pretend that I'm talking to myself. Like, hey, the camera's turned my way. Let's just pretend the camera's turned my way. Okay, that's him. That's his truck. Where's he going? Where's he going? Where's he going? This is how it starts. Like, this is how people start stalking people. They get like curious and then they're like, this is kind of fun. Like, what if I did just like stalk someone and just for entertainment, because like everything's boring these days. Like, I have a theory that stalkers, obviously they have to be bored. Like, they're bored. It gives them excitement. Like, I get them now. I get it. Like, I don't condone it at all. I don't like the whole baby reindeer of it all. Like, that was such a shitty situation. But like, it's like, I just slightly delved into what it's like to, like, when it starts, but they don't know no stopping point. Like, they take it too freaking far. They take it way too freaking far. Okay, I'm doing a light stalking, and that's my entertainment now. I think is just like figuring out what other people are doing to get away from my own drama. Like, I don't need to be so self-absorbed, and I usually am. And okay, I'm getting back to the comments. Okay, who are we stalking? We were stalking white truck guy, but he kind of started it, but now he's gone. Should I just wait and see if he comes back again? Do you know what the ultimate, I'm not bold enough to do this, but what if I parked in his stall? What if I, just to see what happens, imagine I park in his stall and he comes back to go back in his stall again, and I'm in it, and then I'm getting unalived at that point. I asked for it. There's no excuse at that point, honestly, but like, what an event, like, what a thrill that would be. I'd be shaking in my freaking sneakers. I'd be shaking. I can't say shaking in my boots because I'm not wearing boots, so it's not accurate and truthful. Like, I don't want to lie. So I'd be shaking in these sneakers. Like, I'd be like, it'd be such a confrontation. Like, and then what if he parks like exactly in the stall next to me, but he doesn't have his stall? Like, what if something happened to him in that stall, in that parking stall? Like, what is it about that stall? I just want to know what he knows and what I don't know about that parking stall. And I want to see. I'll be back tomorrow, maybe. What a crazy person thing to, like, what if tomorrow I just did a whole stakeout in the parking lot to see if the same truck goes back? Like, what is he up to? Like, what if he is doing some shady shit and just no one ever noticed? Like, what if I make the biggest, like, drug bust of my life, of course, because it'd be the first one. But, like, what if, I'm just making a whole story now for my own entertainment, but, like, what if this guy is, like, the head of, like, a big, like, drug ring? Is that what it's called? I don't know. I'm, like, so detached from the scary substances that people do. Like, what if I became purposeful and important, and because I, like, realized, like, some shady behavior, and then I, like, went down to the police station. I was like, you know, I just noticed this in the parking lot of, it's like, this is the truck, and then, like, what if I became a hero? Like, what if I saved the children from the drugs? Like, what if I did that? I don't know what I was in Fantasyland for a sec there, but okay, guys, I think the mystery's over for me because he left. There's no more fun in it now. And ladies, reverse stalking. Now you're made for each other. Yeah. I'm Scott. It was kind of a joke. Someone parked right beside me in a parking lot, and then they left, and then they parked again in the same stall, and then I just started keeping full tabs on them from when they first parked beside me because they sketched me out. And so I had like a mild stalking incident. I'm not stalking an ex, no. Unless that guy, like, I don't know, like, has that guy been stalking me? What if he's been stalking me like a lot of my life and I just noticed him? Could you imagine? Like, what if that could happen. Like, we could have, I don't want to freak anyone out, but like, what if you wouldn't know if the stalker, like a mild, like a stalking from afar where it doesn't get serious or whatever, like, I might become one of those become so crazy. Like, I might become someone, like, I like observing the people, right? Like, the person that's being watched, so, like, you'd never know if it was just, like, a very mild stalking thing. Like, you would never know unless they were too obvious or, like, you were being more aware of what was going on. Like, what if that guy is, like, parked beside me at other times? And that, like, obviously I'm just making this up, but I don't know. There's just, like, so many possibilities of the earth drama of it all. Yeah. So it's like, what if, like, we have a history in that, like, he has stalked me, but that I don't know of. Like, it was just sort of like, it gave my mind a little bit of a, I need to write a show. I'm not a good writer, like, with finishing the tasks and the stories. Like, I tried to write stories when I was little and they were so boring and stupid and dumb. And then I wrote poetry, and then I started writing songs. But, like, what if, okay, no one steal my idea. Okay, I know I seem like I'm on crack right now, but, like, I'm having ideas, and it's like I could write a cool show, a thriller, where about it, it's probably been done a million times over, probably, but it's like, okay, I got it, okay. It's like what just happened, kind of. It's like, someone has been stalking me. Like, you find out the twist is halfway through the movie or whatever. Like, so at first it seems, okay, it's just so disjointed, it's gonna make no sense. It's just gonna be like ADHD. Someone with ADHD trying to write a movie, and it's like, this idea is cool, but I'm not gonna be able to string it together. But it'd be like, I thought I had, like, a thing, and I think it's just, like, a fragment of a thought, so it won't work. But help me finish this idea. I feel like, okay, let me get back from the chat to the chat. Okay, I know it's chaotic. The world's so chaotic right now. I just want a mental satisfaction of this lady. Haha. You're a student of foreign policy and world politics. Oh, that's heavy stuff. That's, like, a lot to take on. That's, like, more heavy than the gross blue color for the bedroom wall that I was speaking of. Like, I was saying, it was such, like, a heavy, depressing color. Like, that's the equivalent of that wall paint. Like, that's what that wall paint is to be a student of foreign policy and world politics. I don't know if you were here, actually. Okay, that's probably gonna make no sense. I don't know when that happened. This is like a continuation of the last live stream, because the last one froze, and also people popping it out. But, like, I talked about how there's just, like, a color of paint that's just really depressing to paint a room, and that thing that you're doing, being a student of that, is like, if the paint were a course that you were taking, that's what it would be. What's wrong with me? Yeah, you stalking you. Okay. Psychological thriller. It's giving psychological thriller. I'm loving it. Me stalking me from like a different dimension or something like that. Or it's just, it's like in my head. It's like the paranoia. Like it turns out I have schizophrenia or something at the end. I feel like that's been done, but that is it's a good idea to the plot. Life is short. Consider as a coincidence. Don't waste time. I know, but like wasting time is the only thing I'm good at, is like wasting time. Or, oh, are you talking about to write the book or the movie? Okay, yeah, I guess I should get on that. Maybe that's what you should do. Write about your stalking scenarios in my little journal. Just like guy in white truck, parked in the same stall twice, like drove towards the mall before I stopped following him. Okay, I didn't follow anyone. My eyes gazed, like I was sitting in my car the whole time. I had an urge to see where he was going, just for the curiosity of it all, but I did not actually follow someone. But I did make note of like what direction he went, because I was trying to figure out. Liam, there are things called time zones, and I'm probably in an opposite time zone than you, and that is why it's still bright out. Or I'm in like a certain part of the hemisphere of, I guess that's the same thing. Like, isn't there places where, I know Alaska, is it the summertime or the winter? I guess the summer in Alaska, like, isn't it always bright? Like, maybe the hemisphere that I'm in has a longer daytime. I don't know. I've been a subscriber for 2 years. JJJ, oh my god, hey, I recognize your emoji for sure. I don't know if you changed your name or if my full memory sucks, but how much have you probably been let down, dude, by being a subscriber for 2 years, and the output that I've given on this channel for that many years it's like I have not been living up to whatever I maybe, like, I know it's kind of bullshit though to like have expectations of myself. Like, I don't fulfill them anyway, so it's like, but it's just sort of shocking how I forget, that my channel is like years old. I forget it's like actually been so long. And it's just like so chaotic. The channel's so chaotic, like, where it started and where we are now. It's kind of come full circle in a way. Maybe not, but I don't know. It's wild. It's like, oh shit, like, what have you seen? I've seen Fight Club. Yes, Steven Stevenson's. Oh, welcome back. I totally recognize that name. Yeah, Fight Club, Brad Pitt, and what's his name? Psychological thriller, because it's himself. And isn't he like punching himself? They're in a fight club. He's in a fight club with himself. Austin Thrills, keeping it 100. I've been here for 0.2 seconds. 0.2 seconds. Gang, sorry. I'm happy here for these seconds. Honestly, a lot, but you are a good YouTuber. I would say I'm not, but thank you. And thank you. I guess I don't feel like a good YouTuber in the sense, like, I don't want to sound stuck up to be like, I know what it takes to like make it big on YouTube. Like, maybe I don't, but then again, like, I have a different channel with my partner that we have way more subscribers. Like, we built it up to like over 200,000. Like, there's a method that I'm not at all doing on this channel to like get more views, and like a way to do promo in a way, like, I don't know, post regularly. One thing, post regularly, have a good thumbnail, titles, topics, like, do what people want to see in this. Like, I do just random shit, and so I feel like I'm trying to like make YouTube work with the ADHD, and I don't know, I get bitter about it sometimes because I feel like it makes sense. I'm like, oh, I'm not doing the things to get my stuff out there, but then I'm also not always like that comfortable really fully putting myself out there at the same time anyways, and then I also just feel not capable. Like, I just am not good with the tasks and the, like, posting. Also, regularly posting, like, regularly doing lives. I tried it one time, and it did not work for me. Like, I tried scheduling a live ahead of time, and all I did was schedule it, like, the same day, later that day. That's all I did, and it was hard to stick to. It was, like, and when I started it, I wasn't, like, in the energy to do a live, because when I randomly, impulsively do my lives, it's because, I don't know, it's just a feeling I get. It sounds so cliche, it's so stupid, like, I get a feeling, I like, do live, but, like, the way to be more successful at, say, being a live streamer, if that's what I want to do is my main thing in a way, or just, like, be successful doing whatever I'm doing right now, it'd be to give people the chance to, like, tune in ahead of time. Like, it'd be to be scheduling them even a week ahead or a few days ahead, or pick, like, a goal of how many I want to do a week, and, like, be consistent and be regular for the people, and then, like, promote it on maybe Twitter, or be like, oh, catch my live tonight, like, it's gonna happen at this time, like, I just could not do that, because people would be let down so many times over and over again, because, like, it probably, if I forced myself to do it, maybe it wouldn't be a good live, and then, I don't know, just shit would happen. Like, I wouldn't stick to it. Like, I have to just do what I'm capable of. Whoa, we're on, like, a rant right now about, like, being a good YouTuber. This is just, like, stuff that I think about on a daily basis, and try not to be okay with, okay, it's success to me to just, like, put myself out there. Like, the outward external success doesn't need to matter at this point. Like, I need to not care to actually do it. Eventually, when I still don't have a career to my name, and I'm, like, 50 years old, like, it might matter more that I'm very upset at that. But to do it, like, I have to, it sucks, because, yeah, it's like, I want to just fully be creative and not care about the success of it. Like, I'm still sometimes caring way too much about the success of it, and that's just, I don't know, if I'm enjoying it and doing it, like, maybe the success in a way will come because I'm not fucking caring about it. Like, okay, we're on a whole tangent. I get, like, scared to, like, look back at the comments after my little tangents in a way, because it's like, I'm trying not to care what people think. I don't know, I'm in, like, a weird mode of not fully embracing all aspects of myself, like the success part included. And it's just weird on YouTube. Like, it's weird because it's like everyone's trying to make money on YouTube and do their YouTube channel, and I'm trying to, like, do it in my own way. Like, I just feel it's just cringe to me. Like, other people doing it, them do them. It's cringe to my own self to do that thing. Like, to be like, click the bell and subscribe and me. So yeah, I'm just curious though. I hope it can maybe work. Like, it's working I'm friggin' loving doing these lives, chatting to you guys, and, like, doing our little thing. And so, like, it has, like, me just doing it in my own way, it has worked. Like, I have, also, like, gained more viewers or regular viewers, and, like, yeah, I need to just keep doing it my own way and not care what other people do. But there's some, like, tactical things that people would tell you to do, or we've done on the other channel, that it's like, you still have to, like, remind people to subscribe, because somehow they'll, like, not know to, or I don't know. It's just like, I want to do a new thing, and I don't want YouTube to become another type of like 9-to-5 job, where it's like the same rules of those types of jobs, or it's just like post, and, like, not, like, take care of your health and yourself. Like, I just want it always to be authentic, and me to be posting when I want to. I don't want to, like, make myself do it, and I just can't make myself do it anyways, because it just wouldn't happen. I don't know, I used to, like, make myself do things at times, I think, and then I don't know, I just, like, physically can't, I guess. Yeah, I'm rambling, okay. I know it sounds like you're rambling, but I understand what you mean. Thank you, Stevenson. Okay, I'm back here. I don't even know who, like, joined, and it's like, It's just like this random chick with a mullet talking about first world. Probs. Truck guy did not come back. I'm disappointed. So, do you think people want to see on the channel, or rather, what do you want to show people? What do you think people want to see? That's the thing, is like, I post random stuff on my channel now. Like, I'm not doing the thing where it's like, what's popular, like what's what do they call it? It's like an unfulfilled maybe niche or thing that it's not overly saturated with videos, but it's like highly desired or searchable. Like, I don't at all look for that. Like, I really just wasn't doing, I would get a fixation, like the Johnny Depp trial, and then I would make like content about that thing I was like recently obsessed with, and then I just got into a slump of, I got into like obsession with, like, unless the thing was really perfect or curated, like I had such a stress over anything I did, unless, like, I would just shut down so many ideas, like so much stuff never came out because it's like, oh, that's not the best topic, like that isn't what people want or what they're even searching for, like that's gonna get no views and it's gonna not matter at all. So now I've gone like the hard opposite, where I make just stupid content, like just like a video about how I brought a salad to the movies, like who cares at all. It's just my own therapy though, of putting something that's not even that interesting out. Like, I used to not even let myself post something that fucking boring, but I guess I still do it in my own way. I like to make some edits, make it more, I like the zooms, and to make it like have a little music in the background and do a thing. Like, I guess, yeah, my goal became just post something, like post something and stop shutting down every single idea. So I feel like my best work definitely is like yet to come, because it's just, we're getting out all this like boring, just simple things that don't take a lot of time planning and scripting or writing and filming. Like, it's just vlogs, it's just stuff that I happen to be filming in the moment. But I don't know, what do the people actually want? Like, who even wants to, yeah, no, I know no one does, yeah, no one does care. I heard to be successful in YouTube Shorts is to go live around the same time, consistent schedule. Yes, Benjamin. Something that I don't do, and it's just like, I just can't be bothered. Who's she talking to? Myself. This is my therapy session. Will people watch? I do engage with the comments, but then again, it's both. It's rambling and ignoring the comments, sorry, but then it's also focusing on the comments at times. I just can't multitask. Okay. What's up, yo? People treat the live videos like TV channels. Yeah, is that what I'm doing right now? You're a good-looking woman, even in them big shades. Thanks, Scott. Thanks. Okay, I think it's time to go. It's time to get the room done. But I'm enjoying these lives. And so, yeah, I honestly just need to get out of my head and not care, like, to ramble again about shit that, like, who cares about too. It's just so stupid, all the dumb, stupid rules in my head. The dumb, stupid rules of right now, like, I stopped posting. It's been a while now since I just posted a regular video. Like, they weren't interesting anyways, and I'm not interested in it. But for some reason, I have been not accepting, like, that's fine, that's okay. But there's been this, like, annoying, the whole YouTuber thing of, like, oh, you're not posting regularly, you're not building your channel. Like, I'm doing the lives instead, and they're more fun and engaging anyways, so why should that shit matter? But, like, it hangs over my head constantly about, like, not, I do have so much content that that's banked, like, stuff I've filmed. Oh, I have this, I think about it, like, almost every day, and it never gets done, but it will eventually. I did a ballad version of the song by Ice Spice, Think You the Shit, You Ain't Even the Fart. It's a rap, and I did like a ballad version with new chords and everything. Like that song's full on like a silly rap. Like I made it into a ballad, and I pretty much, there was like a few vocal layers I needed to redo at the end, and then besides that, I actually for once in my freaking life finished like mixing one of my own projects, like a song, not even my own song, it's like a cover, but once that vocal take's done, like actually the entire song's done, I'm done with it. I'm not going to do the crazy perfectionistic thing, and like I was satisfied. It's just I messed up on this like vocal layer that I have to redo. But then it's not just the song, like I want to do a video to it, like a fun video, and then it's just like my partner Sean's supposed to help me film it, and then like I just never plan when to do it. Like I'm being annoying again with the room and thinking like until the room's done, like, you know, I'm gonna focus on that other thing, and I could just do it while the room's still getting done, because we weren't even gonna really film in the room. I think like we were gonna go outside and film for the music video, but it's just the stupid annoying doubts and fears about like when I actually let myself experiment, it's actually fun. And like that's always how the creative stuff was for me, honestly. Like maybe why I am struggling so much with the like regimented planning the task and following the rules of the task I've set out, and like filming and then executing the thing. When I started creating videos as a kid, it was usually always improv. Like my first memories of doing video things, like I'm 30 now, so when I was quite young there wasn't even YouTube initially, but my friends and I, like one of us had a video camera, and I remember just being like hit record, and I would be doing the whole like fake newscaster thing. I'd like get them to like shake the camera, be like, oh, like why Australian accent, that sucks. But yeah, I would do like stupid silly accent, like I'd be like, oh my god, it's like when like the worst hurricane ever, and I don't know, I'd be doing this stupid, you know, I think everyone did that, pretending to be like a newscaster. Improv though, all improv, like it wasn't scripted and it was just in the moment. And I think I need to get back to, that's what the vlogs kind of are these days. My skits though that I did, when I was doing skits, I was writing out the script in that, but then there was also some improv elements to it at times, I believe. And I need to treat the other projects the same way, like the music video. I'm getting neurotic as per usual. I'm getting neurotic with the music video, like, and stressing that before we go out into the world, I have to have everything decided to get started, and that's just not the case. And this is the issue, I think, with my entire life. With the bedroom, I'm doing the same thing with the bedroom and the decor and styling my bedroom. Like, I won't finish, I don't know what I'm doing at the time, like stuff that I could, I swear I'm gonna finish the walls tonight, I swear. But I did waste time on Pinterest earlier today, just like trying to refigure out something that I cannot seem to figure out, and I need to experiment. I need to just try things. I guess I'm worried about actually screwing up my wall, like drilling in the wrong spot and this and that, but like I can't actually figure out the final thing until I experiment with it. So I'm glad I came to that. This is therapy. This is the new therapy, is like talking to myself like this. It's just so much easier than journaling. Journaling is just like, ugh, I just like hate write. It's just like I can't write as fast as I can talk. And then it's like helps because you guys give your input too. As Stevenson says, overthinking which leads to self-sabotage. I can relate. Yeah, dude, I have listened to I was listening to some motivation stuff today, and I think, was it that or maybe something else I was listening to? It's kind of like, it was like, just don't give yourself time to think. Like, I know I go on these lives and like all I do is just like spew my neuroticism and overthinking, but I get that. And you know, I think it was the end of the last live, someone was also just like, quit complaining, just do it, which is so true, honestly. Like, there's a time and a place for me though to like, that live particularly, like it's just interesting that happened at the end of the last live, and that's been like more of my motto today and going into this live is the like, just do it and stop complaining. The last live, when I was talking about the anxiety and stuff, it was more so like connecting to, it was like not letting myself suppress some of the feelings, or like connecting, having like a trauma response and then understanding of it, and like to actually be able to move through it and not like stay ruminating. It was kind of like, it was like that, but it was just sort of like realizing that I'm just having the urge to fix or do something that caused me to ruminate, and then I need to like drop that story and like connect with my body, and the person was just like, there was these two people at the end. I think one of them was like, anxiety is just like, weak-minded people thing that, unfortunately evolution didn't like get rid of the like the they modern what's it called, modern medicine kept these weak-minded people around. Like, he was just like shitting on the anxious people. But at the same time, one of those people they were right in the like, there is a time and a place. Like, eventually it is just like, stop like, just do the fucking thing, just do it. Like, stop trying to plan and fix everything. We're low battery, I need to plug in. It's like, stop. It doesn't need to be decided. But it's just an annoying, stupid balance between having some structure put in place and set out, that when I do start doing the thing, I don't just literally walk in circles. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to get started on. Like, I need to like think a little bit and plan of the thing, and then I do just need to like drop it and go offline and just be like, we're not even entertaining that idea. Like, we're not going to think about that, like, until the door is painted. We're not going to obsess over what hardware, like what doorknob we're getting for the door. Like, I can figure that out after the door is actually painted. I don't need to decide. I don't need to like make sure it's in stock before I start painting the door. Although sometimes trying to find a certain color of like doorknob or something, like, it can go into the decision of what I decide to paint the door. Like, that's the issue. But like, I'm making problems that are non-existent, because there's usually solutions to these things. Usually somewhere you can find a certain like generic color of doorknob. You don't need to change the whole original idea. But that's what I do, because I'm neurotic and crazy, and I panic, and it's kind of like, oh my god, we gotta scrap the whole idea now. We gotta scrap, like, they don't have the color of, it's not gonna go now. Like, this color doorknob's not gonna go with the black painted door idea I had. Now I'm gonna paint it white, and then I literally never decide, and I just need to commit to one thing. But I hate regretting my decisions. But Nick is late. It's just like me rambling for no reason. Now I'm procrastinating further, so I'm gonna need to go. And I said I was gonna go like probably like half an hour ago, and then I didn't, because that's what happens. Yes, I'm wearing the sunglasses. They're big. And what's happening now is I'm going to paint my rest of my walls on my room, and then you've heard it here, guys. The last you might have heard about the door is literally, I fully committed to painting the door white, but I'm painting the door black for logistical certain reasons. I couldn't get like I looked into getting like special paint for the door, because the paint on the door and the trim of my room is really hard to paint over top with my paint. I thought my paint wasn't meant for trim and stuff like that indoors, but apparently it says it's for that as well. And I cannot find the same paint that's like exclusively for trim indoors that's in the same type of a gloss. Because yeah, I'm annoying as fuck. I'm annoying. I know it's annoying. Like, I want it all to match. I want eggshell finish on the door and trim, same as the walls. I don't want like extra glossy door and trim. So I realized I was gonna have to use the same thin ass annoying paint that's taking like 5 coats to actually just make the wall look okay. I've been using the same stuff I started on some of the trim around the window, and it's taking a million coats to make it like actually a different color. It's white, but I need it to be like the less bright white. This is annoying, who cares? So just thinking of how long and annoying and stupid it was to get it to like paint my door with the same thin, annoying paint, I redecided to do the door black. So you're hearing it here. I can't change it back. I can't change it. I'm going to paint the door black. The amount of times people have maybe heard of me deciding, I'm going to paint this, I'm going to paint, like, it was the closet last time. It was, do I paint the closet white or do I paint the closet black? The closet's black. I'm painting the door black to also match that. Ties it all together, and it's going to be fine. I haven't whitened my teeth in a while, but I've thanks for saying that. Or maybe you're saying that because you think I need to, because I swear to God, my teeth before I started, I thought they looked pretty yellow. I thought they were looking way more yellow. So I don't know if you mean like I need to whiten them, or if I have. The foreigner, this lady needs help. Yes, I know I appear like I'm on crack and crazy and neurotic, but it's because I am. But I'm aware of it. Like, I do feel like, okay, because there's a different time. Like, there's been lots of times that people think I'm not okay. If someone's aware that they're not okay, I feel like they're okay. It's like the people that are like I'm aware that I'm crazy and whatever, I'm aware of it. It's the people that think there's like actually nothing maybe neurotic about them going on whatsoever. Like, I think those are the people that are not okay, but I'm okay. I'm aware that I'm not okay, and I'm okay that I'm not okay. I'm okay about not being okay. This is further procrastination. Brass goes nice with black. Just to add fuel to the fire. Nick, yes it does. And honestly, we're on the same level though, like, because you're not messing me up. I actually was researching that earlier today, replanning the hardware on the door. I was looking into brass, like bronze. If by brass you mean like, is brass same as bronze? They seem to be interchangeable. It is actually getting dark. According to my research today, brass and bronze seemed somewhat like interchangeable terms. Like, it was the same tone of color most of the time. It's annoying. I know bronze, it looks good with the black, it does. It's annoying that the store here, like, I could just get it from Amazon, but the bronze seems to be the most rare out of like silver, gold, and then there's like bronze, or like hand rubbed bronze is what it's kind of called. I could spray paint my own. I believe there is one on Amazon. I want a doorknob. The one thing I want is for it to have a lock. Even if I don't actually need to lock my door, I just want to feel safer. And it's just annoying that like the bronze knob that would go so well is like the least, it's like the most rare and stuff like that. But I think I found one that will do on Amazon. But then I want like the rest of the hardware on the door to match. So I don't know if I care to buy new door hinges. They're not that expensive, but I was like, okay, I'll spray paint the hinges brass to match. And you know what? I know I spoke about this, like, if people are going to know I spoke about this, so I can just repeat things too, probably, and it won't matter. But the different live, I believe, like, I talked about me wanting things to match exactly. Like, if I were to do gold hardware, it would bug me if like the doorknob gold was different than the door hinge. Like, I'm giving that shit up. Like, it's time to give it up. This is so first world. I am finally conceding with that thing. So if the bronze on the doorknob is a bit different than the bronze on the door hinges, because I end up spraying the door hinges with a spray paint that looks bronze, but I buy a doorknob that already comes bronze, like, I am going to be okay with that, because honestly, because the thing with that is like the bronze, it seems more forgiving with that, because it's supposed to be this like rustic, antique-y, like, it's not all supposed to match. It's like, oh, the doorknob's a little bit more weathered than the hinge, because I don't know. It's giving like that time era too, that it's okay to not, like, I don't know. I attach so many things to these fucking doorknobs and hinges. It's actually insane. But it's like, oh, the bronze is allowed to be like really inconsistent, and that then like the gold thing, because it's like giving like medieval, like I don't know, it's giving like inconsistent, it's giving like, okay, this part of the door was maybe like weathered by moisture or water because we're in like a rustic like medieval like castle now, or I don't know, it's just like, it's stupid and weird. But I feel like if you have bronze colored things, like one's a little bit more bronze looking than the other, it could just sort of be like, oh, that one's a little bit more weathered. Where if you have like two different gold tone things, it's not the same thing. It's kind of like, it's not that one's wet, like it's literally like those are two different freaking tones of gold. Thank you, Nick. I don't know how I deserved the donation. I thank you so much. I don't know the rambling about the friggin' doorknobs. I don't know why I deserve the donation of is that like pounds, or what is that? Is that the pounds thing? What's the, because last time I mixed up like rupees and pounds, I think. It doesn't even matter. A cent, like I don't know, I just feel weird about accepting donations, honestly, like for rambling about fucking doorknob hinges that are bronze colored. It's so crazy. Bray likes the interior. Okay, I've had these for years, never been washed once. It's really sad, never been washed once. They also don't actually fit. They were the wrong size for my chair, so they kind of like ripped, and I'd love to replace them eventually, but that's just what's happening right now. But yeah, thank you again, Nick, for the heart. Okay, wait, let me heart it. I liked it and I hearted it. I could do both. Sweet. Thank you so much. I didn't deserve that. British pounds, holy shit. Oh my god, guys, I'm rich tonight, guys. I'm rich. Oh my god. That definitely like covers my Tim Hortons splurge. I shamefully spent $14 on my Tim Hortons dinner. So thank you so much, Nick, for sponsoring that, and then some. Like, I have leftovers because you gave me 20 British pounds. You are a gem. Thank you so much. You're relatable and funny. That's priceless. Will you guys like help me to feel normal? I guess, yeah, it just makes me happy to know that other people they're vibing. They're like, oh my god, they're maybe like, oh, that's me. Or it's like, okay, maybe I wouldn't try eating dog food as a child, but the other thing she said I relate to, like the dog food, the like stalking someone, like can't relate, but the other stuff so relate. Like I don't know if you were here for the dog food saga, but so I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but it was wild. It got a bit wild. I just talked about being like curious about trying dog food as a kid, and they were like oh my god, if it's, yeah, they almost like they needed to unsubscribe, and they almost needed to unsubscribe if it was like wet dog food, and I completely understood, because it got wild. But looking like Mick Jagger, love the hair and glasses for some reason. Thank you, man. I'm sad that, like, guys, these are my favorite sunglasses, and they're so many years old now. I can't remember when I got them. I got them from the mall. We talked about that before, from Ardennes, or Ardennes, whatever the frick it's called. They have scratches. Oh my god, look, you can see me in my live. That's what I look like to myself in the reflection. So I look like to myself, guys, when I'm live streaming. Who cares? Okay, do you see the scratches though? They're doable. I use them, like, they're my only pair of glasses that I use right now. But the scratches, I'm worried about when I have to actually replace them, like when the scratches get too much. I just checked my gas because Nick is like funding the gas for the air conditioning for this live as well, so that my phone doesn't overheat and die during the live. Nick is like funding that, as well as my Tim Hortons dinner. Thank you again, Nick. Because we've been living for a while, and I've had my car on with the air conditioning, and So I just checked like how much gas I've used for these 2 live streams now, because we had to restart because my phone still froze for some reason. I just got paid and I'm feeling flush. Well, thank you. But I also just don't want to ever take away from other people's lives. Like, if they can splurge on their own selves, I would recommend that. But yeah. So like anyone that like that, yeah, I don't know. I'm awkward about, like, I don't want anyone like sponsoring any of my life that is not not financially sound. It's just like, it's sad about, okay, this is like so random. This is so random, but I'm going to talk about it because it popped in my head and I can't not. But I actually have a video. God, this is like embarrassing and silly. I have a video I edited and I never finished it and posted, but it was like the day I consider getting like a pay pig, which is so ridiculous. Like, it's like some sort of, it's like guys that just like, they want to just like give women money that they don't have to do anything for it. Apparently it's like not attached to the, it's just, I don't know, why am I talking about this? It's like so embarrassing. I looked into it though, and I felt so bad for the people. Like, I thought, like, generally what it is, it's like people that are like billionaires or millionaires that just have like money to give or whatever, and they have a thing for like giving women money for, it's just the money thing. There's no like sexual favors or whatever. It's like, it's weird, but it's called a pay pig. But I looked into it one day, like I investigated it, and I was like, oh, this is like really actually fetishy. Like, but I was being so weird, and I filmed with like Sean, my freaking partner, being like, oh, I was looking into this, and it's just like guys that have all this money that want to give women money just cause, like, and you don't have to do anything for it or whatever. But then I investigated, and it was like, it's not just guys with money. Like, there's people that are getting taken advantage of, and I started to feel really bad for, like, there's guys that do it because, yeah, it's like a fetish thing for them, but they're not just like millionaires and that. Like, there's broke people. It's like gambling. It's like not healthy for those people, especially, like, I don't know, it's weird. But why the fuck am I talking about this? I'm so weird. It was just like people thinking just because they're wanting to, even, they want to like give the money and stuff, and oh, it's like their fault if they, because these girls, it's like a dominatrixy thing, so they'll just be like, pay up, yeah, give me money, pay up, like I need a new Louis Vuitton purse or something, and it's like, oh, well, they're the ones giving, like, that is like manipulation though too. Or like if someone has a problem, it's like enticing someone with a problem. Like, you can't root out the millionaires versus like the guys that are broke and like have a freaking problem, like a habit, or, you know, I don't know why I got into that, but it was just, yeah, I just feel so icky at times, even about, it's just so weird. Like, I'm on YouTube, there's like, I have a donation link in my description and stuff, but I guess I just have such imposter syndrome too, where it's like, what the fuck did I do? Like, what did I do? What did I actually do to deserve that? Like, I rambled. I did speak on a live that eventually I maybe wanted to like offer people sessions if they wanted to, like for peer support. Like, I'm no freaking expert at all. It would just be like, this is like this is just like a frantic, anxious, chaotic, crazy person. If you want to like, if you can relate to the, like, it would just be like peer support. Like, it would just be like to chat and me not talk about myself for once. It would be like me hearing about their stuff and giving them suggestions. And then I mentioned that, and then someone in the chat was like, well, your advice from the last live was like flawed. And then I was like, oh damn, yeah, I'm sure it was. And like, I just, you know, I have like the weird imposter thing, but at least, yeah, it's like weird to think that I offer people things. And now I'm like scared of the chat, because it's like, what am I even, oh, a humiliation fetish? Yeah. Nick is your pay pig. I just took a bite of my toilet paper roll. Okay, we're back to like TLC, Strange Addiction. We were on that bandwagon a while ago. I forget, like, I hung out with my dad the other day and he's like, oh yeah, I sometimes watch like some of your lives, maybe like at the beginning for a little bit, sort of, and then not the whole thing. I'm like, don't watch the whole, like, don't watch all any of it. Like, I forget to. It's like my family like has my account and it's like they're gonna think I'm not okay. Like, you guys know, like, I'm okay. Like, I'm crazy, but I'm okay. But they don't know this part of me, I feel. Like, I don't unleash, like, they don't get it and the humor, I think, and the neuroticism of it all. Like, I don't think certain people in my life are just different, and they'd be like, it would be such an imposition onto them if I were to unleash this side of me. But they just don't, some people don't care to think of, like, they just don't care to, like, wonder about, like, what dog food tastes like. Like, not everyone's like that. Not everyone is as curious as me, and I have come to realize and accept that, and to stop cringing at myself, to, like, get people on the bandwagon of curiosity with me. Like, I just don't let that part out, because it's like they don't care to know every fine detail, like whatever latest, you know, fixation I've had, like they don't give a fuck. Like, I remember I like went on about how I just went a little bit too far, and I'm like, oh god, I annoyed father, and I didn't need to, and maybe I didn't, maybe this was just my perception of it, but like, it's just such a dumb, like, who cares, right? Like, why did I need to tell him? I had to tell someone because it was like a fixation. Like, now I tell you guys the annoying fixations. But thank you, kind soul, for liking my glasses. Are you blind? Kind of. I'm blind to normalness. That's what I'm blind to, is normal. I just don't know normal. It's just all weird. Everything, I'm weird. It's all weird to me. But do you want to know my stupid fixation? Yeah, how do I behave at home? Well, Sean enlightened me like a couple weeks ago, and it's actually really sad, guys. Like, I was not letting him talk. I was ADHD, pressured speeching, like, all over him, and I wasn't even enjoying it. He just wasn't really saying much at all. Like, he was giving the impression too that he wanted to keep hearing about me, and I was not putting the focus on him. I was going through shit, like, you know, when he told me that I wasn't letting him talk, like, he seriously told me, you don't let me speak, and then I needed to hear it, and I was actually really receptive to it. So I'm trying to change with Sean. It's just like, I did see an ADHD meme the other day that I fully relate to, and it's the full truth. I do feel like I'm either this, like, I'm crazy talking, like, I can control it with, it's harder to control with Sean because I don't, like, mask around him really as much, and I, like, if I hang out with a person, I'm not like this, like, I'm really focusing on how much I'm talking and trying to let them talk, and I do ask them about their life, and I'm really interested in that, and I like to know things, but with Sean, I'm, like, way more unmasked because he's, like, my family, and so I had a big realization that I really needed to shut the fuck up, and it helped me. Like, I was not enjoying, because it did feel like I was just sort of talking to myself, which I was, and then, I don't know, it was just annoying. It was like, sometimes he just doesn't say the stuff, like, I just don't care to talk about my stresses to him as much either, because men are just different, guys. I'm sorry to, like, if you think this is, like, sexist or whatever, or if you think that we're all one gender, I'm sorry, we're not. Like, the male and female is a thing, there's differences, and women with just, like, knowing how, like, when you just have a bit of a vent and, like, knowing how to, like, emotionally support them, like, men do just want to fix the thing and the problem, and women just want to get it out and then be validated or whatever. And I'll help Sean with that. Like, I'll let him get it out. He will, like, not let me get through just, like, a scenario at times. Like, yes, I'm overbearing and I speak a lot, but he also can, like, especially early on in a relationship, I feel, or for a certain amount of time, like, he was really, really, like, interrupting me all the time. Like, it's like, just let me say my one scenario. Like, I will shut up, but, like, I just, like, he was kind of being, like, ADHD in a way with that, and it was like, you know, and I was like, oh, I just can't get this thing out. I can't, you know, express the thing. But I don't know why we're on this whole long thing, but there was a question I was going to answer, and like I got distracted by my own self yet again. Truck Guy's not in that spot, guys, but if you know about Truck Guy, if you're still here from Truck Guy hour when that happened hours ago, but there's like a different guy. There's like small white car guy, I swear, like the same stall, just smoking a cigarette, staring straight ahead into my freaking direction. What is with that stall? Is that actually like a meeting spot stall where they sell like substances? Like, do they have, I'm telling you, like, I'm gonna maybe be a hero one day. I was saying how, like, what if I figure out like where like the drugs are being sold, and then I become a hero, because like I make like the biggest drug bust like this city's ever seen. Like, it's probably not gonna be, but there's like a lot of drug busts here, but no one knows what I'm talking about because this happened way earlier in the live. But there's something about that fucking stall, guys. Like, my radar's up in this parking lot. I'm gonna be keeping tabs on that stall. There's just like sketchy things happening where people park in this stall forever. They stand outside their car, they leave the stall, they go back to the exact same stall. It must be like a certain spot that people are getting illegal things. Okay. Sean is my partner, my spouse, if you will, technically my fiance. Oh yeah, the question was, how do you behave at home? Okay. Yeah, I guess I pretty much got that answer down pat. Oh yeah, what I was gonna say, okay. God, it's chaotic, guys. The ADHD meme that I saw that I felt like I really related to, it was talking about like either this, just like like, you know, the crazy speech, like pressured, like not shutting up, not letting other people speak. I forced myself though to let other people speak. Okay, I'm not that bad. I'm the worst with Sean, is what I was saying. With other people, if I get on a bit of a ramble, like I cringe at myself after hard. So I'm not that insane with that, but even if I was, like, I'm not a bad person for it. Like, it just, ugh. But the meme was about like you're either talking like that or not talking at all. And now I totally fully understand that, like, that it is so me. With Sean, sometimes I can't hear him talk, like, or I don't want to talk, like I don't actually want to have a converse, like I can't speak, I can't like process what he's saying at me. Like, sometimes he has a bunch of caffeine and then he's just like coming at me left and right, and he's like asking me all these questions, and like I've said how I get decision fatigue too, or like I just with the questions, I'm just like, you know. And so it's weird, like I do have two modes. So at home I can be really quiet, and like I arrive home from the gym like the other day, and I'll be wanting to just stay in my own zone. Like, I will maybe be listening to a podcast or something, and it's like I'm on my focused mission. And the other day I realized how much Sean is distracting to me, because I have a plan and I have my tasks and my things. It's like, I'm gonna make my lunch, I'm gonna eat the lunch. I can't multitask. I tried to, because I felt bad that we were supposed to have some time together either before or after the gym, and it didn't work out before. So as soon as I came home from the gym, I felt pressure to give him some attention, and so I wanted to try to make things move along faster. So I was like, how about we talk while I make my lunch? And that didn't go so well, because the lunch did not really get made until after the like hour long, ended up being this like tense conversation over nothing. And then I like snapped out of it, and I was like, I'm like, oh, why are we like, sorry, this didn't need to be a thing. And I'm like, oh my god, it's taking me an hour to make a salad, because I like couldn't keep up with the combo and actually multitask to do the salad. It's, for me, it's like an ADHD thing. Like, I know I'm just ADHD this, ADHD that. I was more recently diagnosed. It's like almost been a year since I was officially diagnosed, and so it's just like I realize a lot of my life is like that shit. Like, I have to switch. I like to switch things up, but I can't actually take on two things at once. It's like when you're having a conversation with someone, and someone beside you is having their own conversation, and you can't tune it out and keep up with the other one. Or like if I'm driving and I'm having a conversation, I'll just like miss the turn over and over. Like, I can only focus. I like to not focus on one thing like for a long time. I switch things, but I'm consumed by each thing I switch to. So it's like I'm fully in that one thing and I can't like do another thing. So anyways, that was a lot. So yeah, I don't know. I probably re-answered this question a million times, but yeah, at home I'm also ruminating, but I'm aware of it. I feel like I am very aware. I know when I'm like ruminating and it's like I catch myself and then I try to bring it back to reality and then I forget that sometimes I just like forget about my simple trick to combat ruminating, and it's literally just like drop the story. Just like drop the story. Like literally there's nothing to fix or do. It's just don't give that attention. Like don't give that stressor or story attention. Like you're giving it attention. It's like what you put your attention towards. Okay, that was a lot of therapy for today. I'm gonna keep tabs on that stall in the parking lot because there's some interesting things going on there that entices me, and we will see you guys in the next live. I don't know if I'll ever get to like scheduling lives ahead of time and being consistent. I do just like pop up randomly, impulsively. It's just how I am as a person. I did think maybe there was ways to do one weekly scheduled live, like one check-in, and I could schedule it a whole week in advance, and that could become its own routine. It could become part of schedule, and then in between those ones I could do the random impulsive ones. But for now we're gonna actually wrap it up. Okay, I gotta go. Okay, bye. Thank you. Thanks. I am glad you enjoy the hair. Okay, me getting distracted again and like not ending the live. Okay, but I have to say this one thing, honestly. This was the best haircut ever too, guys, because the more it grows in, the better it gets, because it was like more mullet-y. Like that's what happens, I think, with mullets. Is it starts just turning into more of a normal layered haircut when it grows out. And it's like the stages of length of this haircut. It's like a new vibe each length that also works. That's not crazy, because when I get a normal haircut and my hair starts to grow out, it's like unmanageable. But because like this hair was just so shredded, like look at the short layers, right? Because it was so shredded, I could let it grow and grow and grow and grow, and it's manageable for so much longer before like actually having to get a haircut. So oh my god, never seen someone pull off a mullet so well like this. Thank you. I swear it's because it just like grew. The last millimeter it grew changed the game, I feel, because the other lives, like even just the last live, it was like, who did they say I looked like? I can't remember what it was, but it was a guy that looked a lot like the guy from Tiger King, like the blonde guy from Tiger King with the mullet. They said someone else, but it was like this classic, like, do they call it maybe like the Florida mullet, because it's like mullets are really popular and it's like a Florida thing. I don't know, but it's also like a redneck thing. I guess there's a lot of rednecks in Florida. I don't know. I'm in Canada. Okay, I need to go. Dear, oh my god, everyone's loving that. Okay, this is also, let's end on a good note, because like sometimes the very end of a live, there's like a critical comment sometimes on like the very end of the live, and then that'll be my next rumination until the next live, is like the one critical comment. So like, yes, mental issues all the way, MFA. Okay, let's end the live before the critical comment comes. Love you guys. Okay, bye.